Off we go from Denver. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down run with Henry that time as he maneuvers forward for about 4 yards.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And it's complete. Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Play action. Haskins steps away. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jeffrey Simmons coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. They go play action now. Haskins rolling to his left. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. The first carry is a Bronco for the longtime Charger. It's Melvin Gordon, and he will have a Broncos first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Haskins looking to throw on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there. And it's 2nd down. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Check 55, Mike. So we got man. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
To throw again. Haskins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. 3rd down here.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Haskins. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The sack is by Janoris Jenkins coming in off the corner. The Broncos' new signee for 2020, Sam Martin, former Lion, on the punt. Adoree Jackson deep for Tennessee.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. And the Broncos get there and take him down. How about the safety, Minka Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack. 3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Tannehill's pass intended for Anthony Perkser. Incomplete. 3 and out. 4th down.
And last year's All-Pro punter Brett Kern on to punt for Tennessee. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Fielded at the 33. We're scoreless after one.
With no score.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
The tackle by Kenny Vaccaro.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the second time. With it is Jackson. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They keep it with Henry on first down. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
6-yard line. 2 yards.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Henry. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 64 yards, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
For the extra point.
After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
A pass there complete to Sutton, and he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Got Gordon open, completes it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
40-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
The give.
Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Bud Dupree gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Well, the pressure gets to him again. Bud Dupree able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
11-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A gain of 3, second down.
Johnson. A 3-yard pickup.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They'll run with Henry. Room past the 20. Pushing him away. Derrick Henry all alone. Past the 20.
Don't worry about it, baby.
Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 91 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown.
Stephen Gostkowski for the extra.
He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Kill, kill, kill. Wall, get wall.
On play action, Haskins. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jeffrey Simmons, his second sack of the night. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
More on Denver.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans 41. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd and 2.
He'll find Lindsey here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Desmond King making the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Haskins will throw. This is the tight end fan. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Now Haskins to throw it. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. To Gordon, out left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Here's Haskins. He'll keep it. He gives it up. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Push him back. Push him back.
Now Haskins. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5.
That's good.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll run with Lindsey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up
On 2nd and goal. Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
Brandon McManus.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it.
Down here's McManus now to kick it away. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. They run on 1st down with Henry, but the hole evaporates quickly as he'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take.
Derrick Henry all alone. He's at the 30.
Bring in the second string.
Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
Stephen Gostkowski for the extra point.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
2nd and 10 now, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Intended for K.J. Hamler. Incomplete. Janoris Jenkins on the coverage.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all playing.
And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. A first down carry for Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins, he'll get this one to Patrick. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Complete to Tim Patrick. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
now they run from the gun with Gordon.
46-yard line.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
In the offseason, Melvin Gordon made the move over from the Los Angeles Chargers to the Denver Broncos. He stayed in the AFC West, and now he has a mission to get back to being mentioned as one of the top backs in the league. With a young quarterback, Drew Lock there, expect him to catch it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Don't worry about it, baby. I ain't worried about it.
Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Derrick Henry.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
He's brought down at the
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll move the chains. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. They hand off to their big tight end. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
25-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Tannehill into a double team, and he coughed it up. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They go play action with Haskins. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
First down.
Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First down.
Now it's Henry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
39-yard line.
This is Henry. Fights him off. And he's got room. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
First down, Tennessee.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this. It's going to be a great season. And they'll return home.